Up next. All right, we got the Baltimore Ravens and Lamar Jackson. Everybody criticizing Lamar Jackson, talking about his offensive skills and turning the ball over and all those good things. So let's get into it. Right? Critics are starting to question whether or not the Ravens are getting their $260 million worth out of Lamar Jackson. But let me break it down for you so you can understand the situation with Baltimore and Lamar Jackson, right? Turning the ball over as a quarterback is never acceptable to an extent, right? You can't just be out there turning the ball over left and right every game. So to an extent, right? But Lamar struggles with it because of his physical capabilities and what he brings to the team, making him the #1 running back on the team, right? Very electrifying player. Lamar is who he is, but he needs to prove he is a winner in the NFL. I think that will solidify his status. He has to prove that he is a winner. His greatest asset is his legs, and he will beat you with his legs before he beats you with his arm. We all know that, electrifying the the new modern day age Michael Vick, you know what I mean? But Michael Vick, shout out to Michael Vick, man, helped pioneer this quarterback, running back, black quarterback thing, and, a lot of quarterbacks coming in the league running the ball. Back to Lamar Jackson. His arm is most effective when the offensive line create lanes for him to throw the ball in. When you can see, because he's not the tallest quarterback, so he needs those lanes in. When he has the perfect lane, that's when I see him succeeding the most. Give Lamar those lanes, get wide receiver create some space, and Lamar will deliver, right? Lamar is the type of quarterback that likes to spread the ball around to several receivers, right? Several receivers. So he doesn't have a favorite target. It's like whoever open, when I'm running around or whatever, that's who I'm going to get the ball to. That's the Baltimore Ravens and Lamar Jackson's motto. And, they let him play, right? But with his legs being his best asset, he has a good 3 to 4 years to win a Super Bowl unless he develops into a more consistent passer. We know the running quarterbacks, your career doesn't last as long as a pocket passer. So that's why I'm limited to 3 to 4 years because, Lamar, he is a runner quarterback. And he take a lot of hits, but he's a physical guy. He's a Florida boy, and he built for this. Shout out to Lamar Jackson, Florida stand up, you know what I mean? But if Lamar Jackson can find weapons to develop chemistry sooner rather than later, it will ultimately propel his career as a dynamic passer, what everyone is waiting to see out of Lamar Jackson. So if he can find that weapon, that go-to player that he's confident in, that when he throw the ball to him, he's going to be open, he's going to find the soft spot, he's going to create separation, and man-to-man, this will help propel him as a dynamic passer, right? But he needs to be confident in one of these receivers right now and find that go-to guy, that Mr. Dependable, right? Because he's just all over the place. He got Xavier Flowers. He got Odell Beckham. He got a ton of weapons over there. But you got to find one that you can mold and grow with and somebody that you're going to depend on. And I think that will help him grow. But mostly for a running quarterback, it's usually tight end. So I don't know. Go find that good tight end to link up with Lamar Jackson and let that be his go-to guy. Because, him having a go-to guy and the way he's running the ball, he won't be able to stop. You remember Michael Vick had Algie Crump, I don't want to say his name wrong, but he had the tight end at the Atlanta. It made it easier for Michael Vick. So let's see what we can get for Lamar Jackson, all right? I like to compare Lamar Jackson to AI, Allen Iverson. Electrifying, but plays in streaks, a streaky player. When they are hot, they are both hard to stop. But when things aren't going so good, it's because of them, right? The leader of the team, what the team is all about. Coach built this team around y'all. So that's why I like to compare Allen Iverson and Lamar Jackson, because they're both streaky, and when they hot, man, it's hard. They are hard to stop, all right? But the Baltimore Ravens are different than most teams because of Lamar Jackson being the best running back on the field most of the time. He is the #1 running back. Like I said, he's electrifying. When they need the first down, most of the time it's a quarterback draw and let Lamar Jackson do his thing. And Todd Monken, Baltimore Ravens offensive coordinator, completely understands how to use Lamar Jackson. And that's why they're having the success they're having. And, no, they didn't get over the hump and win the big game where everybody in the NFL are trying to win. But Lamar Jackson is Lamar Jackson. Wait for him to keep developing, but his thing is being a winner. It's not going to look the prettiest and look like, the old back in the days with the Tom Brady's and the Joe Montanas and the Peyton Manning. No, this is a new age, and Lamar is the prototype quarterback in the NFL. So, salute to that Florida boy, and continue to get better. And until next time, say what needs to be said. I'm out.